Hello everyone, it's the Canadian Wifier here. The last few weeks have been a complete crapshoot between doing a lot of work one night, so I stay up really late, and then the next night I get home with nothing to do and I fall asleep really early. So basically I'm either up really late and doing work, or I'm in bed by 7 to 8 and I've had no time to do anything really other than schoolwork. But I'm all caught up finally, and let's celebrate with one of the best matches I've had in a long time. Sans a guy named Cosmic Crisis. I like trolling Uber because it is quite an easy metagame to just bring a random team into and do well. And I've done that. I have a NU. I want to say I have an NU backed up somewhere where I win. But this is definitely a UU battle, and that's definitely an Uber's team. And this is an Uber's match where I brought a UU team just to screw around, and we'll see how it goes. Anyway, I have physically defensive Quillfish with the intimidating spikes. I have the physically defensive Gligar. I have the Moxie, Scarf Heracross, specially defensive Meloetta, physically defensive Zapdos, I want to say, and then specially defensive Snorlax. And Snorlax has Whirlwind and stuff, and basically it's kind of like a shuffle stall with entry hazards, but he also has a rapid spinner and just basically everything on that team will be able to damage me before I can set up rocks. The Kyurem Black is kind of a little bit scary, but I feel like I can handle it if I predict properly, because two of the things are like Quillfish can take an ice and Gligar can take a dragon. I'll just kind of have to predict properly. Anyway, let's just get right into this battle because I've been rambling already for quite a long time.
Alright, I just found out I'm recording with the wrong mic, but I like that intro anyway, so I'm going to keep it. I lead off with Quillfish, as he leads off with the Deoxys S, and I intimidate him, and he gets the White Herb, which makes me think Psycho Boost right off the bat, and I think I'm going to die, but I don't really have anything I want to take it. But he had Psyshock, so I don't really know why he had the White Herb, but anyway, I'm going to taunt him so he doesn't do anything Deoxys S-like, and like setting up hazards, which would be bad for my team, and I go to Meloetta to take it. Even though it's specially defensive, I can still take it easily, as with that superpower. Maybe he okay, he had the White Herb for the superpower. That makes sense. And I'm going to Hyper Voice, and it's going to do like half, so I know he's going to want to switch out to preserve his Deoxys for later. So I'm just going to go for the U-turn because I want that switch advantage, you know? And it doesn't do anything to the Fortress to the point where he's going to get his 30 back, but it doesn't quite matter. I'm just going to go with the Quillfish, get off the taunt so he doesn't set up any entry hazards to my team whatsoever, because again, they're really bad. Because I don't have a spinner. I don't like Blastoise. Sue me. I'm going to go for the Waterfall, as I see it's Earthquake, and it's doing dead on 25, basically. I know I can live this one, and then I can get off a really good Pain Split on whatever wants to come in. So I'm going to keep Waterfalling, make sure he doesn't get back up to 30 with leftovers for a long time. And right here, he makes a really nice prediction. He might not have known I had it, but I don't know why he'd switch out in Deoxys. That's any other reason. I go for the Pain Split. I don't get much back whatsoever. And I'm going to switch back out into Gligar to take the predicted Psyshock, because I don't want Quillfish to die quite yet. I didn't know if he had Ice Beam. He does. I needed my rocks up because I just wanted rocks really badly. So come at me. I'm going to go back out into Quillfish once again, this time just as Death Fodder, because I know I'm not going to be able to take any 2 moves, and he's going to finish me off with a Psyshock. Why do I have so much trouble saying that? I'm going to go back out into Meloetta, threaten him out with a U-turn, and I'm just going to go for the Hyper Voice, just wanting to get a lot of damage on whatever comes in. In comes Fortress, and if I went for 2 T-Bolts, I would have been able to finish him off, but because I went for a Hyper Voice and a T-Bolt, he's able to get off his Rapid Spin, which means things are going to become scary again, because Focus Sash and Kyurem B will not be broken, and I'm just going to finish him off with a Hyper Voice in case he wants to switch out, predicting another T-Bolt. And Meloetta sitting pretty. In comes Kyurem B, and I go for the Hyper Voice just to see how much it does. He goes for the Hone Claws. I didn't know if he was Scarfed or Banded or whatever. He goes for the Hone Claws, which immediately tells me Subroost, Hone Claws, and Dragon Tail. He doesn't have any support. I guess he has Fortress. He just didn't get anything to set up because it would have been bad, and I didn't want. Yeah. So I played this thing correctly so far. See if I can continue doing that. I go for the Hyper Voice. See that he's just going to be able to Subroost until I run out of Hyper Voice, basically, because I can't do anything to him, and it does like 30% roughly. So I'm going to go out in the Gligar, get up my Stealth Rock as he goes for a sub. I can Earthquake the sub, as he's just going to Dragon Tail and kill off my Gligar. And I was hoping that the combination of that Earthquake plus this U-turn would be able to break his sub as I go out into Zapdos, I believe, to get off, I guess, a T-Bolt, or a Toxic is probably what I was trying to do, but he goes for the Dragon Tail. It does half, which is crazy. Like, seriously, that thing's powerful. He's going to get another Hone Claws here, which makes him even more powerful, as I'm going to go for the Hyper Voice and break his sub. And here, I think I sped this thing up a lot this time, because I'm an idiot, and I just kind of sit in here. I can't let him get a free sub, no matter what, really. I'm going to get another crit with the Hyper Voice, but I'm going to stay in here and Hyper Voice until I get Dragon Tailed out, because if he comes away with another free sub, I'm in probably going to lose kind of trouble. I basically need this Kyurem B to not be behind a sub when something on my team dies, so that I can go to Hera. I'm going to go for a Psyshock here, and I notice that it doesn't break his sub, which means I know he's going to go for the Dragon Tail now. I can Hyper Voice, break his sub, as he Dragon Tails me out. It does a ton. Oh my god. And out comes Snorlax, of course. Though I really needed Heracross to come out there, and out comes Snorlax. But I'm going to go for the Whirlwind just to get him the heck out of here. That +2 attack? No thank you. And in comes Giratina. I know these things can be offensive with Outrage. This one happens to have Willow. I don't really mind. I'm just going to go for another Whirlwind. In comes Darkrai. I can't really do anything to Snorlax whatsoever. Focus Blast does practically, like, it's a 4-hit KO after lefties, and I broke his Sash if he had one, which is nice. And I'm going to just Whirlwind again, not really caring what he does. In comes Giratina. I'm thinking maybe I can still live in Outrage, and I do, which will allow me to get off the rest and do what Snorlax does best. It's even better with Spikes from my Quillfish, but I didn't have a chance to set those up this game. As now I can start Whirlwinding, but I know he's stuck into Outrage. I can go to Zapdos, hopefully take one, and then get off a Roost, and I get really lucky with this Giratina Confusion right here. I'm going to be able to get off a Roost, as he goes for the Shadow Claw. Doesn't do as much as an Outrage. I don't know why he didn't go for another Outrage, but I'm going to be able to get back up to full, or sorry, I'm going to go for the Toxic to cripple the Giratina, as he Willows me and misses, which again is really lucky. I think I go for another Roost here if I'm smart. He switches back out into Deoxys, and I go for the Roost. Get back up to full. Zapdos is once again being healthy, and I can switch out into Meloetta. Third time I'm switching to this Meloetta, and I'm just thinking, like, okay, seriously, kill me, is death fodder. And he doesn't kill me, so I'm able to go for the U-turn. Do a little bit to the Giratina, get some Toxic racking up on that thing, and go right back out into my Zapdos. To wall him, basically. He's gonna... I go for the HP Ice. I guess I do have HP Ice. I normally run HP Flying, but he goes for the Outrage, gets the crit, which basically I was thinking, okay, that has to be... like, I don't even know how I could possibly win at this point. Zapdos just got critted. I'm doomed. He gets a 2-turner. I live the second one after the Roost, and I'm just going to continue roosting here, hoping he gets one hitting Confusion. No, I don't. Okay, that's a really weird play. I T-Bolt as he hits himself in Confusion, and I don't know why I did that. And now he's down to 2, and now I Roost. Back up to 87, and he does hit himself in Confusion here, killing himself off, leaving my Zapdos up at 93%, and his Giratina dead. Out comes Deoxys, and again, like, I'm sending out my Meloetta to die to this Deoxys. Seriously, just kill me. And he still doesn't want to kill me. He goes for that Ice Beam again, and this time, finally, Meloetta's going to die. Did a lot of switching. Meloetta's a really good Pokemon. I don't understand why it's not so used as much as a defensive poke. Normally it's the Relic Song, blah blah blah. But in comes Hera, and I'm just going to Mega Horn, get this stupid Deoxys out of here. I'm really starting to get on my nerves. I take a huge hit to do it, but I get rid of the Deoxys, which I think is a decent trade-off. In comes Kyurem B, and I basically just gave that thing a free sub, but he decides to take the opportunity to Roost. Now he subs, and I really didn't understand this play, considering I have Whirlwind, but luckily for him, I get the Body Slam. If I got the Whirlwind, that would have been beautiful. Here he's going for the Dragon Tail, though, and because of that, Sleep Talk has priority because it's not a lower priority move. And I can just go for the Whirlwind. In comes Arceus, and in case he wanted to SD like he did, I just went for the Whirlwind again. I was playing no games. He did, he got greedy, and I just Whirlwind him out. Out comes Kyurem, just going to go for another Whirlwind. I don't really care. in case he wanted to sub again. I'm not really sure, but in comes Arceus. He goes for the Iron Head. It does a ton. Remember that damage for later. No attack whatsoever. Like, Newt just straight stock Iron Head does 50%. I go for the Body Slam. I don't get the para. Iron Head only does a little bit to Zapdos, which is why I needed Zapdos, just to Arceus steal. Very scary. I'm going to go for the T-Bolt. I don't have the Heat Wave, as he sets up an SD, and that's really, really bad. Extreme Speed doesn't quite kill me, and I can get off another T-Bolt, put him down at 7%, and that's going to be the closest I come to killing him, because look at the rest of my team. Nothing wants to take a move. I mean, Iron Head is really obvious here, right? Nope. He Extreme Speeded. I don't know why he did that, considering an Iron Head easily would have cleaned out my Snorlax, but he didn't go for it. Okay, so this is a really, really game-breaking play. If he kills me off right here, I'm free to go into Heracross and just close combat for the win. But if he puts me to sleep, he'll be able to kill me with Bad Dreams in 2 turns. If he puts me to sleep, I'll live because of lefties. He can switch out to Kyurem, get a free sub, and then win the game. So what he's going to do is he knows he can't kill me, otherwise I win because I can just spam close combat. I go to sleep, and I'm down to 2%, which means I'm basically set up fodder completely for the Kyurem Black. My only hope is to get a Whirlwind, which is what I go for, and if I get a Whirlwind, and I do, it goes back out into Darkrai, and then he kills me off with his own ability, and I'm free to go in and spam close combat. So it was a really, really interesting end to a really, really interesting game. And I only won it because of a random 33% chance, which I found really interesting. Like, he played that perfectly by not killing off my Snorlax, but in the end, I just got lucky at the end. I mean, him not going for Iron Head on my Snorlax kind of cost him, but it was still a really, really interesting end to a really, really interesting game. So I hope you guys enjoyed. It was a little long, but I mean, that's the price you have to pay for interesting games. Am I right? Sorry for the 2-week-ish. I don't even know at this point, but I know that I'm pretty homework free over this long weekend that I have, and I should be able to post daily for sure. Probably record some stock videos to post during the week, and we'll just run from there. So hope you guys enjoyed. Rate, comment, sub, and you guys are awesome. See you later. Peace.